Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Morning again.
Welcome to the People's Church of Divine Prophecy. My name is Ashkhen. I will be chairing the service this morning. Our pastor, Reverend Steve Atkins, is the guest speaker at the Colby Memorial Temple in Cassidy. So we have a few housekeeping rules. If you could please silence your cell phones. The restrooms are located down the hallway to your right and to your left. I would like to ask Vicki to come and light the candles. The 3 candles representing the unity of body, mind, and spirit. Please rise for the opening prayer and remain standing for the first hymn. We praise to you, God, in the highest most with love and light. And we thank you for this beautiful gathering to give us the opportunity to gather here in this holy service. We ask for your blessings and your presence to be among us throughout the service, to open our hearts and our minds to receive your divine love and wisdom. In your name we ask God. Amen. Amen. This is comprised of 3 parts. We have first is the healing and the meditation. Second is the inspirational lecture. And the last portion of the service is the demonstration of spiritual gifts. We will start with the first part of the service, which is the healing. I would like to ask the healers, Lorraine and Kathy, Reverend Kathy Quick, to take their positions behind the chairs. And the way this works is we have chairs reserved for hands-on healing. If you like to get healings, you can just go to the chairs, and when you hear the chime, that indicates a chair has become available. We also have reserved chairs back there. You can go ahead of time and wait there. And for those who like to sit through the meditation, I will be guiding you with the meditation. We will start the service first. Let's read the healing. The prayer for healing is in the back of this yellow. Let us all read together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. Take a few deep breaths through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes. Just turn within. Follow your breath. Let go of the thoughts that are on your mind. Just let them go for now. Bring your focus and your awareness to your breath. Engage with the mechanism of your breath. Follow your breath. That is taking you deeper and deeper within. To a very peaceful and quiet presence within. There are no thoughts, no interruptions. Feels very calm, quiet, soothing. Connect with this peaceful presence. And repeat to yourself quietly, I am at peace within and with my surroundings. With each inhale and exhale, I am at peace within and with my surroundings. Sensations flowing throughout your body, your mind, through the spirit. With each inhale and exhale, your body becoming more and more relaxed, and your mind embrace this peaceful aspect of your consciousness. This is your divine right, your divine presence. You are meant to be at peace. Embrace this peaceful aspect of your consciousness and be still. Be still within. For it is in this stillness you experience wholeness. For it is in this quietness that you become content with who you are. Embrace this stillness and just be. Feel your breath slowly connecting you with your heart chakra in the center of your chest. Your heart is the cradle of your soul. God lives in your heart. God is love, and love is your essence. Connect with your sacred heart. For in the heart of God, there is no anger, there is no hate. In the heart of God, there is only love, compassion, and understanding. Become aware of your sacred heart and feel God's unconditional love and compassion within your heart that is capable of loving everyone, including yourself, unconditionally. While you breathe in and out, feel your breath connecting you higher with your crown chakra and to the mind of God. In the mind of God, there is no separation, no discrimination, no segregation, and no division. In the mind of God, there is unity, there is harmony, there is peace. Become aware of the mind of God that works through your thinking process with positive affirmation, loving and kind affirmations that enables you to achieve your highest potential. Become aware your breath is connecting you even higher above your crown chakra, connecting you with your higher self and with the presence of brilliant golden light. As you connect, you become aware of the presence of God within your consciousness. In this state of consciousness, there are no thoughts. It is a pure state of being. Connect with this mighty presence that within your reach and acknowledge the presence of God as a vital force that governs your entire being, your mind, your body, and spirit. We are all created in the same image. That one image equally. We are all created in the image of one God, undividedly. In God's eye, we are all equal. With God's mind, we are all unified. With God's heart, we are all connected as one consciousness. This is how we feel whole and complete, with the realization of the presence of God within each one of us, that is alive, that is constant, that is pure, that is perfect. Become aware of your higher self, your perfect self. As you surrender to your higher self, you surrender for a divine intervention to unfold through your thinking process, through your actions, as you act and interact with others. You see the goodness and the perfection in every soul that you are in contact with. Feel all the qualities and the vibrations of your higher self coming down to your crown chakra with the golden energies. Down to your physical body. Energizing your physical body. Healing and clearing the blockages. And see this golden energy rushing down to your feet, going out through the soles of your feet, extending deep into the ground, anchoring you to the earth. You feel a sense of completion, wholeness, calmness, rejuvenation. As you take a look at your body, your life body, you'll see the connection between your heart, your mind, and your higher self. are in total alignment and in harmony. Feel this golden light extending outside your body and surrounding you with golden light and vibrations. See yourself as a tower of light, standing tall and shining, reflecting these golden rays and the golden energies of purity, of peace, of love and harmony. See yourself as a bright sun that is shining brilliantly. And know that you are the light of God that never fails. You are the love of God that never ends. Let this vision, the vibrations, integrate deep into your consciousness. As you start coming back, follow your breath. That is bringing you back slowly, connecting you with your physical senses. Become aware of your hands, your feet. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. It's time for the inspirational lecture, and our guest speaker today is Reverend Don Cassidy. She is an ordained spiritualist minister, clairvoyant, and intuitive medium. She also holds certification as hands-on healer and light worker. With the help of her guides, angels, and the tools of the tarot, she guides people to a greater understanding of their karmic lessons and soul's purpose. Reverend Don Cassidy has spoken many times here in this church, and she is here with us again to share her knowledge and her gifts. So please help me welcome Reverend Don Cassidy.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'd like to share a message about working with our spirit guides. And many of you are on different levels of evolution spiritually, and I understand that. And today, what I have been impressed upon through some meditation that I had with Spirit was to talk very strongly about working with your spirit guides. And I actually was looking in my pocket because I found a white feather by my foot as I was writing this. Spirit never ceases to amaze me. Sorry. Spirit never ceases to amaze me in my life and my work. And if I seem a little emotional today, I'm just really have been in prayer and in healing. And my empath has gone nuts as I talk today, and I apologize. Empath is when you are very sensitive to spirit. And I feel like as I walk on this path today, as I walk on this path today, I feel more and more sensitive to spirit. And anyway, a lot of times in my spiritual work and my healing work, one of the main questions that I have given to me on a regular basis is, how do I connect with my spirit guide in the highest and strongest of aspects? And it is a process. And I was talking with Reverend Bob Johnstone earlier in some I was introduced to several new people, and they're newbies on the path. And we're all, I feel, on our path in different degrees and different, vibrations and different places. But we're all on our path, and we're all unfolding in a perfect, perfect way. And that's how I humbly believe. All these things that I talk about today are my beliefs. I'm not here to defend how I believe, just to define it. So as I work with spirit, as I get, it seems like older, the more I become aware of spirit in my life. As I was writing this talk on working with spirit guides, I looked down by my left foot, and there's a white feather on the floor. Symbolic of exactly what I was writing about in synchronistic energy. I believe that there are no coincidences. I believe there's only synchronicity. And can we turn left? A lot of people ask me on my path, well, can I take a different road? Of course you can. We always have a choice. Most often, we always have a choice. We can turn left instead of right. But in my opinion, you will land right back to where you need to be, even though you might have to take a little detour. Working with spirit guides. Spirit guides are just that. They're souls from the spiritual plane whose work it is to guide humans toward an enhanced life and self, with the ultimate goal of a greater spiritual awareness. Okay, so they're here to guide us, or they choose to come and guide us on our path to a greater spiritual evolution, so that we can come to even a higher understanding of God and of spirit. These beings operate at a higher frequency. It's, the same adage with if you have a 78 record or you have a 45. They just operate on a different plane. And they operate at a higher frequency than the normal physical human plane of existence. They're our teachers, our masters, a lot of times, and our guardians. They watch over us. And, they also protect us. But what I was brought to just yesterday, and it's so funny, because even though I've been on the path since I was, in my 30s, early 30s, actually 17, but really, got into it in my early 30s, every day, or most every day, I learned something new about spirit. And I was talking to someone yesterday about angels, and they said, well, Dawn, they can't intervene. They can't just intervene, in all situations. Angels just can't intervene. Our guides can't just intervene all the time. They have to stand back and let us learn our lessons. If they saved us from ourselves every single time, we'd never learn any lessons. I believe. And I had an aha moment yesterday. Like, yeah, that's right. That's true. They can't always save us from ourselves. Sometimes, if, in other words, I think that our guides can guide us, and I believe they do guide us in a lot of ways if we listen. And what my talk today is to have you possibly start to begin to listen to the signs, begin to listen for the synchronicities or the little messages from your guides. It's a very frequent question that I'm asked, and I'm asked to talk about. And our guides are here to help us, search for God. I'm going to refer to Reverend Bob Johnstone again. He just talked to me about a group that's, in search of God. I believe that we're all come onto the earth plane, and at some point in time, a majority of us, I'm not going to say all, we all search for truth or search for God. We're all on a spiritual evolution. And sometimes we feel ourselves a little bit away from that path, and sometimes we feel ourselves close to that path. So as we come in to our own spiritual evolution, it's at varying degrees of evolution for each soul. If it only was easier to connect to our spirit guides, a little easier than what it is. Each person connects with their spiritual guides in different ways. And I believe that you have more than one spirit guide. I also believe that you have constant spirit guides that have agreed to come here on your path on the earth plane. I also believe that you have guides that come in and out, depending on where you are on your path. So there's some, I believe, that stay with us, and there's others that come back and forth in our energy. Basically, a lot of us have been born on the earth plane with an intuitive knowing. And sometimes it's layered over by society and beliefs and religious beliefs. We come into the earth plane as children, and sometimes we have experiences as children where we see certain things or feel certain things. And then we get out into the world and the evolution of ourselves, and it's kind of layered over. I call it frosting. So it's layered over by some frosting, like, our parents' belief systems that they, come from a good place in their heart with. And they try, and also, different societies and, logic, practicality, teachings. And sometimes that's kind of layered over. So as we evolve later on in our life, then we start asking ourselves really pointed questions. Like, what is my belief? And we start evolution towards that belief. And that brings us to where we are today on our evolution. Has anyone had a really strong connection with their spirit guides? Have you really felt a good connection with your spirit guides at certain times? I often joke, people that know me that I love laughter. And so, anyway, I often joke that, they can't Baker act you. And there's a fine line between being psychic and psychotic. Okay? So if they hurt me sometimes, you'd be visiting me in the 1500 ward. But if they hurt me sometimes, because I'm like, okay guys, where's my paper? Okay guys, where's this, where's that? And, I don't know if I'm certified or surefiable. Because, anyway, it's just funny. But if you go into a quiet place, if you haven't had success thus far in connecting or finding out who your spirit guides may be around you, I would suggest that you go into a meditation of whatever, you feel drawn to, or a quiet space within yourself. And I suggest that you just ask them to come forward and show themselves to you and not scare the heck out of you. I always add, do not scare the heck out of me. Like my mom did with her light the other night, in the middle of the night. My mom had a floor lamp, and it was over in the corner. It's over in the corner of my room. And at 2:30 in the morning, she decided to turn it on. And being the seasoned medium that I am, what did I do? Oh God! What was that? That's my mom. Yes, it does get better, but you're still a little queasy. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was my mom. I had a knowing. I like a lot of laughter. It really changes the vibration, and so anyway, to tap into your spirit guides, first you must increase your general psychic awareness at the base level. In other words, trust your instincts. If you are going, if you feel a certain way, 9 times out of 10, that's correct. Trust your basic knowing. And also get in tune with your sixth sense. You can't watch the movie, but just get in tune with your sixth sense. Talk and greet your spirit guides through meditation. Ask a question. You may receive an answer. Here's the tricky part. You may receive an answer. You don't always have to like that answer.
It's true.
And sometimes you fight the answer. In other words, wait, I want to shake the 8 ball again. I want another answer. I don't like that answer. But 9 times or 100 times out of 100, that answer is going to be just the answer that you know it is. As spiritual beings having a human experience, we know what the answer is. But we don't always follow it. Now, what I want to say is, people ask me all the time, Reverend Dawn, do you read for yourself? Can you read for yourself? And I say the same thing all the time. Yes, I can read for myself, but I just don't always listen. When a thought or a message presents itself from your guides, don't dismiss it. Your guides may be warning you about something totally different, but listen. A lot of times, you ask a question to your guides or your angels, and something totally different comes through. Be aware of that. Sometimes in our... What the heck? That's that technology again. It's got the best of me sometimes. Anyway, so... Miss America? Hold on. I know I don't sound like the Beatles. Thank you. Anyway, sometimes, a message will present itself, and it's not the answer or the question that we ask. But that's an even stronger reason to pay more attention to that. In other words, your guides, if you ask them to come forward, and I would do it in the quiet of a room with nobody around, so they can't call 911. But anyway, ask your guides to come in and work with you. You're not saying, just give me the answers that I really, really want. We can't control them. Sometimes we're spiritual beings, and sometimes we have a tendency to try to control and keep things in perspective. But if Spirit sends us another answer, please follow your intuitive self. Listen to that answer and file it away in your brain. We all have a certain path or destiny. Our spirit guides are there to help us along that path. Pay great attention to the coincidences or synchronicities that occur. These are more than likely messages from your guides. Working with spirit guides are very tricky sometimes because, it's a relationship that you build with your guides. Now, people ask me all the time, Reverend Dawn, who are my guides? But not all guides want to come through and give their information to me. Sometimes that's very private for each soul. So what I would encourage you to do is sit quietly and, put your hands on your lap and just do some breathing exercises and ask your guides to come forward tangibly. Tangibly. Because sometimes if you're like me, you need real strong signs like a white feather on my foot. And I reached down and what I said was, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And I put it in my pocket, bring it today, but it's gone. Wasn't meant to be. But anyway, I just love working with my spirit guides. And, I just feel like it's an evolution. And each person has the opportunity to work and know with your angels and your spirit guides. If you feel a presence around you it's not always loved ones that have crossed. There's many different levels of people around us spiritually. We have our spirit guides and teachers, and we have our angels around us. And angels have, in my humble opinion, never been earthbound. The only angel that's ever been earthbound and had to walk on the earth plane was the Cassidy. And all other angels have not been incarnated, in my humble opinion. But we have spirit guides, and we have all different spiritual energies waiting to work with us. So ask them to come forward tangibly. And I encourage you to just sit quietly and be patient. What it does take is some patience and perseverance. And also, they may not come through in the way that we envision them. They may come through in different ways. So, just watch for the signs. Thank you so very much. Thank you.